Legacy is the impact you have that outlasts yourself.
The earliest memory that I have of jiu-jitsu was coming into the original Gracie Academy. Just walking in the building and seeing the different environment that it was.
So the earliest memory I have of Brian is when his father brought him in. 13-year-old kid, came in, pretty blue eyes, but he looked like he was 9 years old.
I was at a weird age in my life. I'm still a kid, but the environment that I'm growing in is teaching me to grow up faster than I would like to.
This kid had been through more in his life at 13 years old than most adults. So when you put this overly mature young soul at 13 in a kid's class with other children, it didn't work.
And then I went to the adult class.
So in the adult class, he fell right into place, loved the intensity of it, loved the technicality of it, just took right to it, and loved the classes so much that his dad came back after the first trial class or two and paid for an entire year.
My dad did, I feel like, the best investment of his life. Whereas he went to the bank, he paid for it, and I had one of the happiest years of my life.
And it got to the point where 6-8 months into it, he was so sharp that when someone else would come into the school and didn't quite believe in jiu-jitsu, I'd be like, hey, go spar with that kid over there. And they look at Brian and like, I'm gonna kill that kid. I'm gonna hurt him if I spar with him. And I said, no, go, it's okay. So a year passes by. His dad comes back, and I had never seen his dad once during the 12 months, except the day he dropped Brian off. And Brian, visibly upset, comes in with his dad. And I'm like, dude, what's going on? And the dad pulls me aside, says, Henner, thank you so much. He really enjoys the training. We're having a great time. But we can't afford to do this anymore. It was very difficult to pay for that first year, and we're not in a position to do it again. So we just wanted to say thank you and that we won't be coming to class anymore.
I thought that the love that I had for it would convince my mom to keep paying for it, and it didn't. So I was heartbroken.
As he's saying this, I'm processing quick, like, no, can't end this guy's jiu-jitsu journey because of money. I made that conclusion immediately. And I said, Martin, it's okay. I'll take it from here.
And I looked at my dad with like the biggest smile on my face. Like I don't have to be heartbroken right now. Like I don't have to say goodbye to this.
And that was the last the Ortega family ever paid for a jiu-jitsu class.
18 years later, I'm still here, man.
To me, the most inspiring aspect of Brian's story is the fact that he truly came from nothing. I mean, his parents, both immigrants, gets in America, grows up, gets kicked out of every school he ever went to, whether it's for fighting or for some other reason, some other shenanigan that was ultimately rooted in this lion being contained in a boy's body, but yet he's so wise. It's been remarkable to watch his rise in professional mixed martial arts and in the UFC, and just how far he's been able to take these skills that he's learned from us and from other coaches along the way, and how high he's climbed. And it just makes me so happy that it's important to him to begin focusing on his legacy and to give back to the children who are currently learning jiu-jitsu and starting jiu-jitsu around the same age that he began. It just shows how grateful he is for what jiu-jitsu did for him. Jiu-jitsu saved his life, so now he's saving lives with jiu-jitsu by continuing to teach the art that he loves so much.
I fought some of the best people in the world, and this basic move still works on them.
It gives me the courage to try to be like that as well. Have the opportunity to be here and learn. I can get my purple belt at 17 if I try hard enough and be here every day. It's very inspiring.
Depending on the level and age they're at, some kids you can have more fun with and be more silly because it helps translate what you want to teach to them. I'm from this area, just like you guys, from this same home, and look what I was able to achieve because I'm nothing special. I'm not stronger, there's nothing special about me other than I just have a vision, a goal, a purpose, and I went for it, and I never stopped regardless of what has happened in my life.
Anyone who comes from less fortunate beginnings can look at Brian's story and go, wow, if he can do it, so can I. And I think a lot of the kids see that in him.
Here. Yes, once it's across, grab his head. Yep, start wiggling that triangle deeper. Now 2 hands on his head. Both hands grab his head, Adrian. Now squeeze hips up and pull. Good night. Beautiful. Give him a hand here.
Knowing Brian now is so cool because when I met him when I was younger, I didn't think of him as this amazing person he is now. I saw him more as a leader, as a mentor, but now he's like even more than that. He's gone way beyond it and worked very hard for that.
One of the most valuable things that you can do is give your time to someone because that's something that we'll never have back. And I just give them my time and I have real conversations with them and I talk with them and I chill with them. And to me, that's what I feel like my gift is and what I am right now. And one of the saddest things in life is seeing people live purposeless lives. And since you guys are the next generation that's gonna come up, what can I do to help you guys be happier? What can I do right now to help you find that?